Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, we will be creating this onboarding screen 1 and the onboarding screen 2 and so on. After this video, we'll be creating this all the auth stack and the tab navigation flow. So be with this playlist and you will get a lot to learn. So let's get started with this first screen. I have already given you the assets. If you haven't watched my previous video, so do check out that video. In the video description I have given the link to my repository, which is this car-app. What you have to do, you just have to clone this repository from this https URL and press the command git clone with this URL, and you will have the same template as I have right now. So we both are on the same page. So let's refresh this app and see if it's refreshing or not. So yeah, it's refreshing. So what we have to do, just close this assets folder. I have already given the 3 images which we are going to need to create this onboarding screen. So let's create one file which is called onboarding styles.ts. Okay, now we have to export the styles like this. So what we are going to do, we are basically making a function which is create style, and we'll be returning stylesheet dot create, and inside it let's give a container with a flex one and the background color which will be colors dot white, and let's see if it's working or not. So we have to come to the onboarding screen. Let's type styles and then give the name create styles and import it. Yeah, you are right, import it, and just cut this and just paste over here, and let's see if it's working or not by giving another color. Let's see red, and yeah, it's working fine, perfectly smooth, and yeah, it's going good. So remove this onboarding screen text and we will be having this white screen. So what we have to do, we have to put the background screen of a car image. So for that, what we will be using, we'll be using image background from React Native. Let's import it, close the tag, and it asks another attribute which is source, and for that source what we will be doing, what I have given you in the asset folder, I have created the index.ts. In the index.ts I have exported this assets. So what you have to do, you have to import this asset, and you have to give this car bg from there. So let's import something from dot slash and then assets, then index, or you can just mark it like this, and let's type assets. Okay, and you can import anything from this. Let's see if we can require this. Okay, so we are getting it right. Let's point it over here and see, we have got the car from the imported source. So what we have to do, we have to give some attribute over here. Attribute are like resize mode. So if we give the contain, so it will take the width which is it's having the original for the car, and the height as well. So if you can see in the left side and right side there is this white space, we don't require it. So what we'll do, we will give the cover. So cover, it means that it will take whole space of width and height in your device. It will not care if the image gets cut from anywhere to cover up the whole screen. So yeah, that's it. So we'll have to give the style. Okay, if you see, we have a logo which I have already given you. For that logo, what we'll be using, we'll be using the image from the React Native, and we'll be creating one style for logo container, and let's keep it like this, and let's give the source to this path. Let's give the source will be importing from this logo. Let's put the comma and then import it like this. See how many, how much is the size of this logo. It's around 33, right? So what we'll do, we'll put the styles and then styles dot logo like this. We'll go specific like car logo, right? So car logo's height and width will be height will be 34. So I have already created a function which is scale, so it will scale according to your device height and width. So yes, it helps a lot. So yeah, so for it we need the whole image, so resize mode will be contain. So you can see now what we want one background. You can see the white background behind that car, that logo. So for that we'll be using the view, okay, and inside it we'll put this image tag. Let's import this view from React Native and give it container, logo container, right? For that logo container we'll be using the background color, colors dot white, and obviously we'll be using padding, we'll be scaling at 12. Let's see, align items, align self, center, or we can use flex start. So it will align itself with the margin of around 12. Yeah, it's good. Let's give the border radius will be 100. Yeah, perfectly fine. Okay, so we will increase a bit of height and width, like 36, make it 36, and then see how it's looking. Yeah, it's looking good, but the position is a bit on the downside, so we have to use a margin top specially, like 18 or something. Okay, that's good. Let's keep it 20 and check. Okay, so as you can see that there is this a black shadow you can see behind this text, but the above than the car. So for that what we will use one image tag, or we can use another image background. Let's clone this and put it over here, and let's use the overlay bg, right? So let's import this and use it. So you can see that it has like got hidden too much. So what we will do, we will remove this. Okay, so now what we need, we have to give another style to this, like overlay. Okay, now we will have to give the style to this overlay, like height. Let's give 100%. Yeah, good. But as you can see that the black part is till the bottom, but in our application it's a little bit faded. So let's try flex. Okay, so flex is also not working, like it's same to like height, so we need it in the like below side. So let's change the resize mode and see if we can stretch this. No, it's not working, so let's keep the repeat. It's also not good, so let's try cover again. It's quite a bit good, but if we give a padding top, how it's going, let's see. If we increase it bit, no response. Let's try margin. Okay, so it's going a bit downside. So yeah, we'll keep it like this and see. Now we need this welcome to Quint, right? Welcome to Quint text. So what we will do, we will create one text from React Native, put the text over here, another text box, welcome to, right? Welcome to will be the small case, exactly. So now we will need to give the styles to this, styles.title, same to like this, styles.title, and let's use the colors.white, font size will be 16. Let's see what they have given. They have given around let's see, typography, they have given a 50. Let's try 24. Yeah, 24 is also good, but let's try to increase a bit. See how much maximum we have. We have 30, a good 30. Yeah, kind of good, but let's increase to the 40. Good. So 40 is also good. Let's give the padding horizontal, if you can see, from this side to this side till the bottom we need, because the button is also there. So what we will do, we will give the padding horizontal to the overlay scale 12 or 18. Okay, it's fine, perfectly fine. Let's give this a margin top a bit high on the 32. Okay, it's looking good. Let's put this text box into the container. If you can see, we should name this a good something like text container, because it's the container and the child of it is the text. So I have kept the name text container. Let's give the margin top to the 12, around 12 or more. Let's give it 30. Good, looks good. Okay, so what we will do, we need to create a button. So if you can see, the button is also here. If you see the whole UI, the buttons are same. So for that, to keep it same and to use the principle try, what we will do, we'll create a component called as button. Let's give a name button, and inside that button we will use component.tsx. okay, rnfe, and let's give button. It will also have a separate styles.ts, button.styles.ts, right? And let's copy the style structure from there to here. Let's reduce this, and okay, let's save this and import it to the onboarding screen. So we will import the button component like this. If you can see, the button is not visible. Let's try to increase the buttons. Still it's not visible. Okay, so I can see it is under like the below the quint text. So let's remove this all the text and go to the button component along with the styles that we have defined over here. So let's give a name. Our button will be a pressable, so we do not want the React Native touchable opacity effect, so it will be a static without effect. So let's import the styles. Const styles is equal to create styles from button styles, and then let's give styles dot container. So container is for the button container. We do not want the flex. What we want is that, let's check the border radius. So as we can see, the border radius, it's around 20. So if we need to check the border radius, I think it's 62 from all this side. Let's give the 62 border radius scale, and then let's give it 30. Yeah, 30 is also good. The color which it has, we need this color. So what we will do, we'll click on this and we'll check like what color this button is having. So it has this 2129 2B something. So let's add this color. Let's give the name let's give button color. Remove this RGB from here. Let's put the hashtag and import it like colors.button. Okay, now we have imported it. It has the text with the white color of it. If you need to see it's white. So for that, we'll add the text color is equal to colors.white. Okay, So we'll give the color to the button text, styles dot text. Right now, once we have like done this, let's increase the styles of that button. Font size will be font size dot, let's keep it 14. Yeah, 14 is also good. See if you can see it. Font weight will be 500. Let's go make it 400. Yeah, it's looking good. Okay, so for that, what we will need to do, let's do text align and everything from the parent. So for that, we'll do align item center, and we also need from justify center. Let's give a padding and padding horizontal, scale it to around 18, padding vertical around, let's give 20. It does not need the horizontal because it's already aligned. So let's try and let's give 16. Let's see how much they have given. I think they have given the height and width. Yeah, they have given the height and width. What we'll do, we'll make it 14. Yeah, it's looking good. Yeah, the get started button, let's increase the font size a bit, 16. Yeah, looks very good. Yeah, so to this button we will need to create the interface as well. So for that, we will write I button dot props dot ts. Okay, so in this we'll export interface I button props, right, like this. So we'll need the text. The text will be string type. We require the button style. Button style will be view styles from React Native, and the text styles will be text style from React Native. These are the things for the container style and the text style, and this will be the actually text which will be importing, like inserting as a child. So we can use a component, like we use the text component. So yeah, so let's add the text over here, and let's do the I button props. Let's import the text and the text styles, and then the button styles. Let's give the button style to this container button styles, and then this text to this text style. I hope you all guys are liking my video. If you guys do not understand even a single bit of concept, just write down in the comment box. I read each and every comment from all of you guys, and I make sure that you should understand each and everything, like starting from the bottom to the end. I want you to become the expert at the React Native part. So yeah, that's it. I wanted to say. Now what we'll do, yeah, it's good, but what we want, we will be making it as optional, because not every time we will be adding the styles, because it's already as per the UI. So not much changes needs to be done. So let's give the text like at started. Good. Okay, so if you can see clearly, we will need to give the style to this overlay bg, actually this overlay, and just give justify content space between. So we need this button to be on the bottom side, but not this text. So we'll have to wrap this one with this in the single container like this. And once we have done this, you can see the button is already on the bottom. So now we require to give the button styles. So let's add button styles, styles dot be tton styles button style, and then we'll have to paste it like this. Add the margin bottom, margin bottom. Let's add the scale 18 somewhere. We can see it's it's having the much space from the bottom. So let's add around 28. Good. Let's add 32. Okay, amazing, right? So yeah, it has already been done. If you can see, the image which we have used for the first onboarding screen, it's different than this because I had only one asset, so I got bit confused. But yeah, so we'll be changing the image. So what we will do, we'll have to import this white car image. So yeah, you can see I have imported this white car image. So let's give this name, bg1, or let's give the white car.png, and let's import it into our assets like this. Give this name white car, and let's give the name white car.png, and we will have to just replace this. So we have to put white car like this and just paste it, and boom. Yeah, it's looking good, it's looking very good. We have to do a boldness to this get started button, so let's do that. So to give the boldness to that particular text, we'll have to use the button style text style styles dot button text. If we have used this, so we have to add the font weight, which is, let's add 500. Yeah, looks good. So this is the one screen, guys. If you can see, the UI is also looking good, it's matching with it. Yeah, amazing. So now if we have to add the second screen, so we do not have to use much brain. What we have to do, it's so simple, guys. What you have to do, just copy this onboarding folder over here, and let's create onboarding 2.screen.tsx. I also could make another folder for the onboarding 2 screen, but it will be out of sync because it's a part of the onboarding screen, so it does not make to sense, like it does not make any sense to make another folder. So let's create it into this particular file itself and the particular folder itself. So now let's give onboarding screen 2, and let's make it export default as well. Let's add it to the app navigator. Find the onboarding screen. So if you can see, in the auth stack we have the onboarding screen. Let's add the onboarding screen 2. Okay, now if you could see in the route, we'll need to also add the onboarding screen here as well. So once we have added this, let's write the text onboarding screen 2, so we can also differentiate from the 1 to 2 screen. So for that, once we click on the get started button, we have to make sure that, okay, in this button component we have not passed the main prop, which is onPress event. So let's do that. OnPress will be my function. Yeah, it's not necessary, but let's pass the event as well. Let's make sure that the event is anything. So what we will do, let's type onPress, and inside this what we will do, we will call the navigate dot navigate is also a function. Let's do onboarding 2. Once we click on the get started button, so we should go. Okay, so we have not added the onPress prop. We have to give on this pressable, and then it will work. On press and then on press. Okay, now once we have done that, yeah, it has went to the screen 2. Now it has working fine. So what we will do, we will style to this second screen as well, but before that, what we will do, onboarding screen 1, we will need the code of the screen 1 to the screen 2 as well. What we'll do, we'll just copy this, and we have to import this all thing from the file, and the white car, it is the source which we have to give like this to this, because the screen is also same, so there is no any sense to make like different components, it's the same. So we can see the assets is coming from over here. We have to import it like this. Now screen 2 is also looking good. So what is the difference between screen 1 and screen 2? If you can see, the screen 2 is having the BG with the new text like this. So let's add the image. In this case, we are not having the white car, we have the car BG. So let's replace this car BG. Yeah, it's looking very good. If you can see, the one screen is like this, another one is like this. So let's keep like copy this text and paste it over here. So we have 3 new lines, so we will make sure that this is going on another text and this text is going on another text, which we will copy and paste. Yeah, looks good, but we'll make sure the font size is small for this case. So what we'll do, we'll create the title 2 we can keep with the font size dot let's give 30 pixels will be fine, I guess. So what we'll do, we'll keep this title 2. We will have to add like this, styles dot title 2. Okay, so once we have done this, let's do it for this also. Okay, styles dot title 2. Okay, now again do for this as well. Yeah, it's looking good. A new experience with car rental. Let's give this text, guys, which is discover your next adventure with Quint. Okay, so for that, if you can see, it's like above on the above the button component. So what we'll do, we'll increase this, like put this into the view, and we'll use this text component, but with the size of 16. If you can see over here, it's 16. So for that, we'll add the text. Let's give the name info text, but with the font size dot 14 pixel. And if you can see, the color is also white, so we do not have to ensure like the color is something else. So let's add the color is white, and let's give it over here, styles dot text info text, something like this, but the font weight is also less, so do 400. Yeah, it's looking good. So copy this whole text like this, paste it over here, and for that, now you have to copy this whole text again, paste it like this 3 times, copy the second line and paste it like this, copy the third line. Let's get on your journey, and let's give the reduce the font size to almost 13 to see if it's coming on the same line. Yeah, it's coming on the same line. So now what we will do, we'll make a container like view, and we will make sure that it's coming like info text container. Okay, so let's give it a margin bottom scale 12. Let's give a scale 12, or make sure that it's having the same space from button. Let's add 38. Let's try to give 42. Yeah, it's looking good. Yeah, so you can see it's working like smooth. If you can see, welcome to Quint, and let's start a new experience with car rental. Discover your next adventure with Quint. Yeah, looks good. If you can see, the screen 1 is also done, the screen 2 is also done. Now in the next video, what we'll do, we'll create this sign in screen with the sign up screen, reset password, verify. If you can commonly see, like if you can see it, you will see the common components. Which are those? the logo, the button component. This is also button component with some customizations. Now we just have to create this input component with the customization of these icons and the placeholder. If you can see, the checkbox is also there. So it's so easy, guys. We also will also create the reset password, like enter the verification code, the text box, and then we'll jump on to the home page and then search page. Guys, this is going to be a full stack project, so I'll be also creating the APIs for it in the Express and Node. And yeah, we will also going to have much more educational videos like this. Do comment in my video so I can see like what type of projects you want to like learn, so I can teach you that as well. So yeah, I am commenting this code to my GitHub repository on the branch which is called as onboarding. So let's do stash checkout, git stash. Okay, I'm changing my branch to onboarding, and what we'll do git stash pop. Let's see, we have got some conflicts. What we'll have to do, we'll just accept the stage changes. In the navigation, we'll just accept this. In the onboarding screen, onboarding screen.tsx, we will be needing this. Okay, so keep the version of the file, and let's refresh and check if it's working fine or not. Yeah, it's looking fine. Come to the app.tsx, git add, git commit, updated the code, and then push. Let's use this command, set upstream origin onboarding. Okay, so guys, as you can see, I have pushed the code on the onboarding branch. What you have to do, you have to go on the onboarding screen, onboarding branch, and you can clone it from there. Let's take the pull from the main branch, and let git merge origin. Okay, again we have got some conflicts. Yeah, so from this we have to keep the current one in the route. If you can see, we have to keep the current one, complete the merge. We have to keep the current one. Let's see what they have given. Accept the current. I'm keeping this file as well. Let's add this, git add, git commit, updated the code, git push. Okay, you can see it's working like smooth butter. So yeah guys, hope you enjoyed this video. So I have also resolved the conflict in front of you. So all I want you all people to learn like Git, the React Native part, the backend, and the DevOps part as well. So if you can see, I have created the branch which is onboarding branch for you guys. The onboarding branch is here and the main branch is here. So for the first video, you will be on the main branch, so you will get the project template from the main branch which I had before creating like the starting of the video. And now if you want to be on the same page like me, so which is right now onboarding, you should see the two screens code like this which I have in my simulator. So yeah guys, that's it. Please comment down below what are your thoughts about this video. Yeah, so stay happy, stay safe, and work hard. That's it.